Remiss of us if we didn't just call everybody to order in the friendliest way. It falls on me when really looking around at family and friends, each one of you would have a fairly nice amount of things to say about this guy. I first met Bill, well, he tells me at the Palace in Kilda, where we were both friends without knowing it, of the projectionist down there for many years. And in fact, I think probably one of your first recordings would have been made down there on the old, as you said, the old wire recorder, for those of you old enough to maybe remember school broadcasts. They were always done at school on a wire recorder. But I digress. Yes, any of you would be able to speak about Bill in an affectionate way, and I have no difficulty in doing it at all because we go back such a long, long way. I must admit, I have watched his endeavours, his journey, his progress, the wonderful achievements he's made. I've watched them from afar because I was simply an announcer. He went on to do bigger and better things. But as we recall previous birthdays, there have been some very, very happy times. Birthdays get together and not lose the moment. I told a friend that Bill's birthday was last Thursday, and I got into a lot of trouble with my friend because he wanted to make sure it was on the right day. But it's all been rectified, I'm sure, and Bill was very forgiving about it. I was just being a bit over-enthusiastic. But I can recall Coppin Hall, and I think you were 70 when you celebrated at Coppin Hall.
Yes.
In Punt Road. It's still there, but it's sort of surrounded by lots of things. And then 80s saw the Melbourne Town Hall as the venue, I think. It got me to thinking, what on earth's going to happen for the 90th? Well, none of us should be speculating about that at this time, because 89, as far as I'm concerned, is a terrific milestone, a terrific achievement. And let me tell you, with Bill's area of experience over the years in so many wonderful we know all about the recordings and the pioneering and all that sort of thing we won't go into because it's second nature, I'm sure, to everybody. But, you know, with his area of experience, you could fill the Melbourne Town Hall, the Port Melbourne Town Hall, the Palace in Kilda. You would seriously fill those venues with people who have known and have admired this man. So it's with a great deal of affection that I ask you to raise your glasses, if you will. You have a glass to a really dear friend, to Bill. To Bill! Hooray! 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 And, of course, with the music in mind, Bill, would you mind bringing us up to the future by taking us back to the past? I can't see, is there a stylus there? Oh yes, would you mind starting things off? I'll hold your glass.
Well, first of all, I'll reply to what you were saying.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That would be excellent.
You're not going to get away with it.
That would be good. Well, then you have your glass back.
What has been involved with the ABC, where I worked with Peter in the early days, doing broadcasts and Eon FM and the studio at Bank Street and in Albert Road. And now I'm sort of about to wind up all these things into one box and hand them over to a very good friend of mine to keep going with it. But I've been lucky to have all these great people helping me along the way. So, apart from all that, today I've got to thank Gladys for putting this all together, because a couple of weeks ago she said, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "Oh, mumble, as I usually do." And in the end, she said, "A tea party." I said, "That's the best solution, because you couldn't have this party and have a dinner, a lunch, or it would be huge. The 90 will be somewhere big." But the tea party was the ideal solution, and that's what's happened today. So I'm grateful everyone could come, and that were available, and a few others that, like Alan Willingham, who is here somewhere, who designed this, or didn't design he designed the rehab of this house that we bought, that was built in 1910. He made it into what it is now, and by chance he happened to ring me on Friday to say something about whatever it was, and I said, "What are you doing on Sunday?" And we'd often wondered what happened to him for a while, because his dear wife had a bad accident in overseas and died some years ago, and we haven't heard from him for a while, but that was a bit of a plus for us, that you could make it, Alan.
Yeah, well, you answered the phone when I rang you, and you said, "Are you still alive?" I said exactly the same to you. And he's nearly 20 years older than me.
Well, you are. So what we're going to do is...
We're just going to musically celebrate by singing Happy Birthday.
then
we're going to do it
cut the cake after that.
after that. Yeah.
Gotta wind it up.
After that. So there's the stylus. I can see the thing if you like.
Put down the first track.
First track. Here we go, folks. Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bill. Happy birthday to you.
And again, Rupert.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Good on you, Bill. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Well, there'd be people who would kill to be here, but it's been a little bit, you've kept it a bit of a secret at the same time to allow us to enjoy the hospitality and wish you a happy birthday personally, and we're the richer for it. Thank you very much, Bill.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
the cutting of the cake, and you'll notice over here this beautiful cake design, not with 89 candles. The Port Phillip Council wouldn't allow us to do it because the fire brigade, you know what I mean.
There you go.
No. I'm going to get... Where are you? I've got to blow them out first.